Max's POV. I'm sprawled on my couch at 1 in the morning. Legs hanging off the armrest like I gave up on being a functional adult hours ago. My apartment looks like it survived a mild earthquake. The TV screen glows blue against the empty takeout boxes, and my whiskey glass is staring at me like it's judging my life choices. Fair. Today sucked. My boss yelled at me for lack of initiative, which is hilarious considering I'm the only one initiating anything in that office. So yeah, I'm doom scrolling, half drunk, irritated at everything that breathes. I'm not even sure how I ended up watching some interview clip. Probably autoplay. But the second the man on screen opens his mouth, I freeze. Sharp jawline. Hair slicked back like it personally owes him money. A suit that fits him way too well for someone explaining market projections. And those eyes. Cold, but somehow not unkind. Great. I'm drunk and complimenting a stranger on YouTube. Someone, take my phone away. The caption reads, CEOHARRYLENNIXONFUTURETECHTRENDS. I squint. Who the hell is this guy? He speaks in this calm, rich voice that hits stupidly deep in my spine. He talks with his hands. Controlled. Intentional. Everything about him screams someone who knows he's the smartest person in the room. And God help me, I'm annoyed and maybe a little drawn in. Just a little. But the more he talks, the more he uses words like synergistic scalability and holistic cross-integration, the more my brain short-circuits. I groan at the screen. Dude, just say we're updating the app like a normal human. But he keeps going. And I keep drinking. Which is a terrible combination because suddenly I feel bold. Drunk bold. The worst kind. I mumble at the screen. Someone needs to shove a thesaurus down this guy's throat. And before my brain can stop me, I pick up my phone and type out a roast under the video. Full snark, full irritation, full midnight self-esteem level of 0. Something like, Harry Lennox talks like he charges his employees per syllable. Bro, breathe. I hit post. I laugh. Out loud. I'm hilarious. Or drunk. Possibly both. The room tilts a little. The TV blurs. And I pass out on the couch with my phone half sliding out of my hand. Next morning. The buzzing wakes me up. Not the peaceful kind. The oh god something's wrong kind. 342 notifications. I sit up so fast my neck cracks. What the? No. I open my phone. My roast is everywhere. Memes, retweets, DMs, people tagging their friends. Someone made a fan edit of Harry with a thesaurus flying at him. My stomach drops. Shit. I tried deleting it, but it's way too late. Screenshots are floating around like confetti. A friend texts, bro, you are viral. Another one. Why does the dude look kinda hot though? I throw my phone onto the couch. Pace. Run my hands through my hair. This is fine. I pick the phone back up and, out loud, tell myself the biggest lie of the century. It'll blow over. He'll never see it. Which is exactly when another notification pops up. A random stranger replying, Harry definitely saw it. Laughing emoji. My heart sinks. A weird nervous flutter hits my stomach. Annoying and way too warm for someone I supposedly roasted. Great, I mutter. I insulted a man I kind of don't hate looking at. I groan into my hands. Just perfect. Absolutely perfect. 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, I'm standing in front of a massive glass skyscraper, clutching a sad latte and a new hire folder like their holy scripture, keeping me alive. The wind blows my tie sideways. My palms are sweaty. My heart is doing this obnoxious thumping thing like it's trying to escape my chest. I mutter to myself, relax. No one remembers the roast. The internet moves fast. You're fine. I am absolutely not fine. I'm starting a new job because my old boss fired me in the nicest corporate way possible. We're restructuring, which really meant you talk back and we're over it. And then, out of nowhere, this company emailed me and offered me a position. Linux Dynamics. Fancy name. No clue why I was even offered the job, even without applying. But the pay was nice, and I was freshly unemployed. I take one shaky step inside the revolving doors and immediately regret being alive. The lobby is huge, full of polished marble and overachievers in suits. I'm trying to look normal when someone calls out behind me. "You the new guy?" I turn and almost trip over my own feet. Bright red curls. Silver hoop earrings are big enough to pick up radio signals. A grin that's way too awake for Monday morning. Yeah. Max. I lift the latte like it's a peace offering. First day. "You look like you're about to pass out," she says, matter-of-factly. "I might. If I do, just step over." "Me," she snorts. "I'm Jenna, HR intern. Come on, newbie. I'll show you where to go before you wander into the finance floor and they sacrifice you to the printer." I trail behind her as she speed walks like a caffeinated tornado. The office floor is huge. Glass partitions, open desks, plants that look too healthy for a normal workplace. Jenna's talking a mile a minute. That's accounting. That's Dean. That's where they keep the snacks. Do not eat the yogurt labeled Brad. He will find you. I'm nodding, like I understand any of this when we turn a corner, and I slam straight into a wall. Except it's not a wall. It's a person. A tall, solid, very expensive-smelling person. I stumble back. God, sorry, I wasn't. Then I look up. Sharp jaw. Gray eyes that could cut glass. Broad shoulders under a fitted navy suit. 6'2", easy. He looks like he could bench press the building for fun. And my stomach drops. Not because I'm scared. Because I know that face. That voice. That stupidly attractive glare. Harry Lennox. The man I roasted online like I was auditioning for stand-up. He stares down at me with a cool, unreadable expression. Careful. One word. Low. Firm. It hits somewhere low in my spine, and I hate it. Jenna elbows me. "That's our CEO. Try not to break him." I'm praying for death when Harry's gaze narrows just slightly. His lips part. "Oh no. Oh no, no, no." "Max," he says. Calm. Too calm. "I've been expecting you." My soul evacuates my body. Jenna turns to me so fast her curls whip my cheek. "Wait. Are you the guy who roasted the Harry Lennox?" I whisper through clenched teeth. Please stop talking. Harry's still just staring. Not smiling. Not frowning. Just looking at me like I'm some puzzle piece that suddenly makes sense. My chest is tight. I don't know if it's dread or something worse. Something warmer. He steps aside with a nod. Meeting room. Now. I follow him into a sleek boardroom filled with important-looking people. Harry stands at the head of the table like he owns the air we're breathing, which he probably does. I take a seat, trying not to sweat through my shirt. Harry starts speaking, and the whole room is paying attention. His voice is smooth, deep, and way more captivating than I remember. Or maybe I'm just catastrophically aware that I insulted him publicly and he hasn't murdered me yet. Jenna leans in from beside me and whispers, "He's hot, by the way." I hiss back, "Please. For the love of God." Then Harry pauses mid-sentence, eyes sliding directly to me. Everyone looks. He says my name, sharp, precise. "Max." My breath catches. This man is going to ruin my life. Hours later, I'm sitting across from Harry Lennox in his glass-walled office, trying not to sweat through my shirt like a malfunctioning humidifier. The man looks like he was carved out of expensive marble. I look like someone who panicked this morning because I couldn't find matching socks. Same afternoon. Day 1. Junior marketing associate. And somehow the CEO himself insisted on doing my onboarding review. I know why. God, I know why. My stupid roast post flashes in my brain like a neon "you messed up" sign. Harry folds his hands on the table. Open your notebook, Max. Let's begin. My fingers tremble as I flip it open. Yeah, of course, right away. His eyes flicker, barely, but I catch it. Judgment, or recognition. Or, wow, this kid is weak prey, should I pounce now or later? He taps the screen behind him. Your test assignment from HR landed on my desk. I reviewed it personally. Of course he did. He lives to torture me. He leans back, voice smooth but sharp. You missed a comma in the second line. My pen nearly slips out of my hand. Right, sorry, I can fix that. And the layout lacks refinement. I nod so fast I probably look like I'm shivering. Of course, totally. I'll refine it. Super refined. Like fine wine. His brow lifts a millimeter. Is that supposed to be a joke? No, I blur. Maybe, I don't know. I panic joke. His eyes narrow at my notebook, then at me. Try panicking less and listening more. Ouch. Okay, direct hit. But there's something else in his gaze. Something heated, assessing. Like I'm a puzzle he's trying to solve. Or a problem he's weirdly curious about. He studies me and says casually, You seem to have strong opinions about CEO's vocabulary. I choke. Literally choke on my own saliva. My notebook slides a little. I cough again. What? I don't know what you're talking about. He gives me this tiny, cruel, almost smile. Don't you? I die a little inside. He knows. He is 100%. I want to melt into the carpet. Just then, someone knocks. The door opens, and a man steps in like he's arriving on a runway. Expensive cologne hits me first. Then the sleek black suit, perfect posture, and a shark smile that screams, I want your job, your desk, and your dignity. Liam, Harry greets coldly. Harry, good morning, he says smoothly, handing him a folder. I finished the report you asked for. Early, as usual. He flicks a look at me, up and down, slow, judging. Great. He definitely knows about the roast, too. Harry doesn't even glance at the report. Set it on the table. Liam's smile twitches. Of course. He lingers, probably expecting Harry to praise him, pet him, adopt him. I don't know. Harry doesn't even breathe in his direction. You're dismissed. Liam leaves, but not before shooting me a glare like I personally ruined his highlight of the day. The second the door shuts, Harry says quietly, Don't let people like him intimidate you. I blink. Oh, was I intimidated? His gaze drops to my shaking hands. Max, your pen is trembling. Oh, I laugh weakly. Yeah, that happens when I exist. His lips twitch, like he's fighting a smile. Again. What is happening? Jenna appears at the doorway, whisper yelling, Hey, survivor, you alive in here? Barely, I whisper back. She snorts. He's totally out for revenge. You're like his new favorite chew toy. Jenna, I hiss. Please don't say that while I'm sitting right in front of him. Harry clears his throat. She jumps like she forgot the CEO can hear. Right, sorry, I'm leaving. She vanishes. I stand quickly to gather my papers. And because I'm me, they immediately spill all over the floor. Crap, sorry, hold on. Before I can bend down, Harry is suddenly in front of me. Kneeling slightly, picking up the scattered sheets with practiced calm. I freeze. He's too close. Way too close. He hands me the papers, his fingers brushing mine. My breath catches. You're clumsy, he murmurs softly. Not mocking. Almost fond? I know, I whisper. I'm sorry. He shakes his head once. Don't apologize for existing, Max. I look up. He's watching me like he's trying really hard not to think something he shouldn't. His lips twitch again. He stands. Meeting's over. Fix your work. Come back tomorrow. Got it, I breathe. But before I can leave, he says sharply, "Max." I jump. Yes? His eyes hold something dark, an intensity that makes my stomach flip. "We're not done," I swallow. "Right, of course, not done." And I walk out of his office with my heart thundering, cheeks warm, and that terrifying magnetic man burned into my brain harder than I want to admit. 3 days later, I'm standing at the rooftop company mixer, gripping a plastic wine cup like it might explode if I blink too hard. The stupid thing is already trembling in my hand, and I keep telling myself I won't spill anything tonight. God knows I've embarrassed myself enough this week. And of course, because the universe hates me, all I can think about is Harry. Every moment, every word, every look. It's honestly pathetic how much space he takes up in my brain. The rooftop is buzzing with co-workers chatting under string lights, laughing like they're in some office sitcom where no one hates their job. Meanwhile, I'm pressed against the far corner wall, basically a decorative plant. I exhale and mutter to myself, why did I even take this job? Because of the salary? Or because I didn't know my mouth would ruin my life by trashing the CEO online? Yeah, that thought stings every damn time. Jenna materializes at my side as she teleports. "There you are. I've been looking everywhere." I'm trying not to spill anything. She eyes my fist around the cup. "You're gripping it as it owes you money." "It might, emotionally." Jenna laughs, then hooks her arm around mine. "Come on, you can't hide the whole night, and definitely not when Harry is here." My spine snaps straight. "He's here. Max, he owns the building." "Oh, right." I take a tiny sip of wine I don't even like. As she drags me through the crowd, she keeps whispering commentary like we're doing an office wildlife documentary work. "Okay, see Liam, the human LinkedIn post," she says, nodding in the direction of a very smug figure. "He's in marketing and has his eyes set on Harry since day one." Liam. Crisp suit. Expensive cologne. Shark smile. He's practically glued to Harry's side near the bar, laughing too loudly at something Harry isn't even reacting to. And yeah, Harry looks unfairly good. Dark suit. Sleeves rolled just slightly. Wrists exposed in that stupidly attractive CEO way. He's leaning against the counter. Bored, but intimidating. Classic Harry. I swallow hard and try not to look for too long. Jenna leans in. If Liam bows any lower, he'll lick Harry's shoes. "Stop," I whisper, choking on a laugh. But I can't help staring. Not at Liam. At Harry. Something in my chest tightens. I hate it. I don't hate him, though. That's the problem. The memories keep hitting me. His hand caught my falling papers. His voice when he told me I was clumsy like he didn't mind it. That unreadable look when he critiqued my notes earlier this week. God, why does he have to look at me like that? Like he's trying to figure me out. I try to slip away from Jenna before my brain combusts, but as I take a step backward, I bump right into a solid chest. My cup tilts. Time slows. Wine splashes straight onto a white shirt. A very expensive white shirt. Harry's white shirt. My heart evaporates. "Oh my God," I choke. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I swear I wasn't, I just..." Harry looks down at his shirt, then at me. His jaw is tight, but not angry. Not exactly. More like focused. He leans in slightly, voice lower than normal. "Careful." His eyes drag up from the stain to my face. Then quieter. Or maybe not careful. My knees go soft. My brain breaks. Somewhere behind us, Jenna whispers, "Holy shit," under her breath. Liam, of course, sees everything from across the rooftop. His face goes stiff, like he just watched his promotion get stomped on. I want to hide under a table, or jump off the building, or rewind time and duct tape my hands to my sides. "I'm so sorry," I repeat, softer, because my voice will crack otherwise. Harry's lips twitch, almost amused. "It's fine, Max," he says, eyes lingering a beat too long. It's just a shirt. My chest squeezes painfully. Why does he look at me like that? Why does it feel like he can see every embarrassing thought I've ever had? Harry steps back, adjusting his sleeve like he's thinking. I'll go change. Right. Yes, good idea. For you, for me, for everyone. I babble like an idiot. Before leaving, he glances at me once more. A slow, deliberate look. And then he's gone. Jenna grabs my arm the second he disappears. Max, sweetie, honey, what the hell was that? That was me ruining his shirt. That was him flirting. He wasn't. He was. My face heats up. I don't want him to flirt with me. Jenna raises a brow. Do you? I swallow. I shouldn't. He's my boss. He terrifies me. He saw my stupid online comment dragging him. He should hate me. But when he stood close, when he lowered his voice, when he looked at me like that, I hated how good it felt, how warm, how dangerous. I don't know, I whisper. I really don't know. Jenna sighs. Well, whatever it is, Harry definitely knows. And that scares the hell out of me more than anything. Next evening, I'm sitting alone in the dim office, tapping at a spreadsheet, and fighting the kind of sleep where your eyes burn, and your brain feels like oatmeal. The building hums with that eerie after-hour silence that always makes me question my life choices. Everyone's gone, except me. Well, except Harry and me. Of course. The only light in the workspace is from my monitor and the soft glow spilling out of Harry's glass office behind me. I'm trying to focus, but honestly, knowing he's still here is messing with my ability to math. I steal a glance over my shoulder. He's sitting at his desk, sleeves rolled up, jacket off, reading contracts like he wasn't just openly flirting with me last night in front of half the company. His jaw's tight, his hair's slightly messed up. He looks annoyingly good. Why does he have to be that good looking when I'm this mentally unstable? I rub my face. God, get it together. The silence stretches thick and heavy. Not hostile, just charged. Like one wrong word might make something snap open between us. I don't mean to break the quiet. It just happens. So, I say, too loudly. About yesterday, the whole wine incident, and your shirt, and your soul-wrenching stare. His head lifts slowly. Max? I freeze. Yeah? That wasn't my soul-wrenching stare. Damn, seriously? Because it felt like you were staring directly into my insurance deductible. A tiny, tiny smirk twitches at the corner of his mouth. I swear I see it. I wasn't angry, Harry says, voice low. People spill things. You didn't do it on purpose. I basically baptized you in Merlot. He huffs a quiet laugh, looking down at his papers like he's trying to hide it. Holy crap. I made the Ice King laugh. Somebody call HR because I'm unqualified for this level of victory. The silence settles again, softer this time. Warm, almost. I look over at him again. Hey, can I ask you something? And you can tell me to shut up. He doesn't look up. You won't. I might. You won't, he repeats, calm as he knows me better than I know myself. I swallow. Do you ever relax? He pauses, actually pauses, slowly sets down his pen. Not really. I blink. Oh, I thought you would say something like, I relax by analyzing profit margins. That's insulting. It's accurate. He exhales through his nose in a way that's almost a laugh. Then he leans back slightly, staring at the faint reflection of the city lights on his office window. My father, he starts, and just the tone makes my heart sink. Didn't believe in relaxing. He believed in working harder. Always harder. Always better. I turn in my chair to face him more. Harry. He only celebrated perfection. Harry continues quietly. Never effort, never progress. Only the result. I learned young that anything less wasn't enough. There's a rawness in his voice I've never heard before. Something cracked open. Something real. He lifts a shoulder in a stiff half shrug, like he's trying to make it seem casual when every part of him is tense. I don't know how to be anything else. My chest tightens painfully. God, he looks so human like this. Not cold, not calculating. Just a man who got taught all the wrong things. I stand slowly and walk toward the doorway of his office, stopping just at the threshold. Harry. He finally meets my eyes. You're not him, I whisper. The words hit something in him. I see it in the way his breath shifts. The way his eyes flicker is uncertain, almost shaken. He stares at me like he's not used to anyone saying that. Or maybe not used to anyone meaning it. Max? He starts, but his voice fades like he doesn't know what to do with the moment. Like it's unfamiliar territory. I step in just a little closer without thinking. You don't have to be perfect for anyone. With me. Or whatever it is you think you need to be. I don't expect that from you. He holds my gaze, something softening in his expression, something that makes warmth crawl up my neck. The moment feels too big, like the air's thinning between us. For a second, I swear he's about to step toward me. He doesn't. He pulls in a sharp breath and looks back at his desk like he's yanked himself away from something dangerous. The tension slices the room in half. I swallow, suddenly warm everywhere. Right, sorry, I shouldn't have. No, he says quickly. Too quickly. You didn't say anything wrong. He still won't look at me, but his voice is different, gentle, careful, vulnerable in a way that makes my stomach twist. I back up a little, though my feet feel heavy. Okay, I'll let you get back to your contracts. He nods once. Finish your project, then go home. It's late. Yeah, okay. I walk out, pulse hammering like I ran a marathon. My brain is screaming and spinning and melting all at once. Because Harry wasn't cold tonight. He wasn't harsh. He wasn't a CEO with a stick up his spine. He was a person. A really complicated one. And I hate how much I want to understand him. I hate how much part of me aches for him. But the worst part? I don't hate it enough to stop. 2 weeks later, I'd been walking around for days like someone replaced my bloodstream with champagne bubbles. Because Harry Lennox, the Harry Lennox, had been giving me attention. Real attention. Checking on my lunch. Stopping by my desk for updates that didn't need an in-person visit. Offering me rides that were absolutely not on the way. Jenna is teasing me every single day about your CEO boyfriend hovering again. And yeah, maybe I liked it a little more than I should. Okay, a lot more. But not everyone was excited about this new dynamic. Specifically, Liam. He'd been shooting daggers at me since day one. Ever since Jenna whispered, FYI. Liam once kinda made a move on Harry. Didn't go well. Things clicked. So yeah, the guy wasn't my biggest fan. And the way he kept eyeing me. It felt like he was plotting something. Turns out I was right. Present. I walked into the conference room with my chest high for once. Complete confidence. 5 days of barely sleeping because Harry had entrusted me, with this critical presentation. He had said it quietly in his office. I'm trusting you with this, Max. And I swear my heart did a whole tap dance. Now, laptop hooked up, meeting about to start, I felt good. Harry walked in, glanced at the slides warming on the big screen, and gave me the smallest nod. Approval. My brain short-circuited. Then, right as the meeting was about to begin, Harry's secretary Beatrice rushed in with an iPad. Sir, you need to see this. Harry frowned, took it, and his expression changed instantly. The room shifted. He exhaled, slow and dangerous. This is from Rival company, she whispered. Posted 20 minutes ago. I felt all the blood drain from my face. Harry set the iPad down on the table and turned the screen toward me. And there it was. Company Innovate Digital announces new innovative campaign concept. Launching next week. My concept. The one Harry had approved. The one he entrusted to me privately. The one I had sole access to on my laptop. Everything inside me turned cold. Max, Harry said, voice low but sharp as a blade. Explain this. I don't know how. Harry, I swear I didn't. He cut me off. This concept was confidential, proprietary. You assured me no one else saw it. My throat tightened. No one did. I didn't leak anything. I didn't show anyone. His jaw locked. He looked past me as the team watched in stunned silence. This is unacceptable. Each word hit like a punch. Harry, please, you know I wouldn't. You are responsible for securing your own files. That was your task, and you failed. It felt like the entire room tilted. Humiliation burned my skin, especially when Harry added, in that CEO voice that pulverizes souls, I expected better from you, Max, and that destroyed me. Sir, maybe we should first investigate before blaming Max entirely, Beatrice suggested carefully, and Harry suddenly seemed to realize maybe he had misjudged me even without hearing my verdict. But I was hurt. I storm out of the conference room, vision blurry, chest tight. My bag is on my desk. I'm shoving my laptop inside like it's an enemy. My hands shake so badly that I can barely zip it shut. Then those footsteps come again. Harry. Of course it's him. Max, he says, breath steady but tense. I don't even look at him. Don't. Seriously, don't. Max, you humiliated me in front of everyone. He exhales. You made a critical mistake. I almost laugh. And you didn't even let me talk. You just decided. Because I trusted you, he says quietly. And now you think I betrayed you. I cut in, voice breaking. Great, awesome, love that for me. He steps closer, too close. Max, I need you to listen. No, I say, shaking my head. You don't even like me. You've made that very clear. His brows draw together, something sharp flickering in his eyes. Do you think, he says softly, that you've earned my liking? The air shifts. What does that even mean? I whisper. It means, he steps in. You get under my skin. My breath catches. You test me, he murmurs, in ways I can't control. My heart thunders. Harry! His voice drops to something almost raw. It's infuriating. Before I can respond, Jenna bolts into the hallway. Max, I found it. We both jerk around. Jenna waves her phone like a weapon. CCTV footage. Liam was on your laptop last night. USB and everything. He's the one who sabotaged you. Harry's expression goes rigid. Then slowly, it shifts. He looks at me. Not angry. Not cold. Something else. Max, he starts, softer, regret threaded in. I step back, chest aching. Save it. He looks like he wants to say more, do more, something more. But I shake my head because if I stay, I'm going to crack wide open. I sling my bag over my shoulder and walk away. I feel his gaze burning into me the whole way down the hall. And God help me. It hurts how much I wish he'd follow. Same night. I'm reorganizing files in the quiet office at 11 p.m., hands shaking like I've chugged 5 energy drinks, wishing I didn't feel so wired after our fight. I couldn't leave. Because I just couldn't. The whole floor feels abandoned. The AC humming in the kind of sterile silence that makes your ears ring. I keep shifting folders around just to keep my brain busy. Every few seconds, I catch myself replaying the argument, the look in his eyes, the part where I walked away even though it hurt like hell. I'm halfway through reorganizing the contract drawer when the glass doors click open. Harry walks in. He freezes when he sees me. Why are you still here? His voice is low, rough, worn down. I swallow. Couldn't go. And these files were a mess. That's not an answer. I shrugged, nonchalant. His jaw flexes, but he walks closer anyway. He smells like cold night air, and the tension he's trying really damn hard to hide. Harry sets his coat over the chair across from me and loosens his tie. I fired Liam, he says quietly. My hands stop moving. You... What? He wasn't loyal. And my legal team is undoing the mess with the stolen concept. It's being handled. My stomach twists. Harry, you didn't have to fire him because of me. I didn't fire him because of you. His eyes meet mine. I fired him because he failed us. Us. That stupid word hits me harder than it should. We start working side by side, papers passing between our hands, fingers brushing more than necessary. Every time his skin grazes mine, my pulse spikes like it has no self-control. After a few minutes, I slip. And of course, I do it at the worst time. You know, the roast wasn't even the worst part. Harry freezes. Very carefully, he sets down the file he's holding. Roast? Crap. Crap, crap, crap. I breathe in sharply. The old, viral comment. The one I made during your interview. Before I got hired. The reason everyone called me the guy who roasted Harry Lennox. His expression shudders. I took a deep exhale. I didn't mean for it to blow up. And I don't think that about you anymore. Today just reminded me of who I thought you were back then. For a long second, he just stares at me. There's hurt there. Real hurt. And it feels like being punched. Then he exhales slowly. You weren't entirely wrong. My head snaps up. But you, he adds softer. You challenged me. You don't let me hide. You make me human, Max. My chest tightens. Harry. He reaches out. Not by accident this time. His fingers brush mine, firm, intentional, warm in a way that makes me forget how breathing works. I hesitate, then ask the question that's been burning inside me for weeks. Why did you hire me? After what I said online, you sought me out. Why? Harry's hand still on the papers. He looks at me with that unreadable expression. Your roast, he says finally, was the first honest feedback I'd received in years. Everyone else tells me what I want to hear. His voice softens. I needed someone who wasn't afraid to challenge me. I watched your other work. You had talent and authenticity. A slight smile, even if your delivery needed refinement. My chest tightens at the unexpected admission. So you hired me because I insulted you? I hired you because you weren't intimidated by power. That's rare, Max, and valuable. He then drags his thumb lightly across my knuckle, and I swear my whole body lights up. I whisper, barely holding it together. I don't hate you. Good, he murmurs, because I don't hate you either. We're close, too close, not kissing, but somewhere right before it. That charged, slow burn place where you feel the world tilting under your feet. My heart is a mess. But for the first time tonight, it's a good mess. A week later, I'm standing outside Harry's office. My coffee is shaking in my hand like it's having an earthquake all on its own. He'd given me another project, trusted me with it, after everything that happened. I still have no idea why. I keep replaying our almost moment from that night like a movie I'm afraid to touch. But I'm determined. This time, I won't disappoint him. I inhale, push open his office door, and immediately regret it because Harry is already staring at me like he's been waiting. Morning, I croak because words are hard, apparently. He gestures for the coffee. You brought the right one this time. Don't tempt fate, I mutter, handing it over. He smirks. Actually smirks. And my heart does a stupid flip. I take my seat and open the presentation file on the monitor, pulling up everything I spent the whole week obsessing over. The concept, the layout, the strategy. All of it polished to death because I couldn't risk screwing up twice. "All right," Harry says quietly. "Show me." No pressure. None at all. I start explaining the flow, the next quarter projections, and why the consumer angle matters, all while overthinking every millisecond. Harry's watching me too closely. Not the presentation. Me. When I click to the next slide, I stand up to give him a closer view of the interactive mock-up. I take a step forward and immediately catch my foot on the stupid rug. I trip. Like a complete idiot. I yelp, the world tilts, and then a solid arm wraps tight around my waist, pulling me upright before I faceplant into the floor. Harry's chest collides with my back. His grip is strong, warm, way too steady compared to the mess I am. "You good?" he asks, voice shaking with suppressed laughter. I groan into my palms. "I hate this rug." Harry actually laughs. Out loud, like a real human. It's soft, warm, and completely unfair. "You're impossible," he whispers against my ear, and without thinking. Because when do I ever think around him? I lean forward until my forehead rests right on his chest. His shirt is crisp, his heartbeat steady under my skin. "And you love it," I mumble. His breath catches. For a second, neither of us moves. The air shifts, thick, charged. A week of avoiding this moment collapses like a dam breaking. When Harry speaks, his voice is nothing like the CEO version of him. It's soft, bare, almost fragile. "Yeah," he says, "I do." My heart stumbles. He lifts his hand and cups my face gently, fingertips grazing my jaw like I'm something he's scared to break. "Harry," I whisper. No idea what I'm even trying to say. "I've been waiting too damn long to admit it," he breathes. And then he leans in, slowly, deliberately, like he's giving me a chance to run. I don't. His lips touch mine, soft, hesitant at first, like he's memorizing the shape of me. I grip his shirt, pulling him closer without meaning to, and he deepens the kiss with this quiet exhale that sounds like relief. When he finally pulls back, his forehead rests against mine. We're breathing the same air. "I think I'm in love with you," I whisper, because it's been sitting in my chest for way too long, and it feels like it'll suffocate me if I don't say it. Harry's thumb strokes my cheek. "Good," he murmurs, because I'm already there. Something breaks inside me, in the best way. He wraps his arms around me, slow and warm, pulling me into him like he's been wanting this for years. I melt into his hold, burying my face in his shoulder. Everything, the tension, the fear, the what-ifs, finally falls away. We stay like that, holding each other, breathing, existing in the same moment without running from it. For once, it feels easy. For once, it feels right. Epilogue. Months later. 3 months later, I still get butterflies walking into Harry's office like I'm the employee with the world's biggest inconvenient crush. Only now I'm not inconvenient. And I'm definitely not just the employee. I'm his. Jenna calls us her sons now and pretends she doesn't squeal every time Harry brushes my arm in the hallway like he's claiming me. Today, Harry's doing a live interview from his office. Sleek suit, rolled sleeves, tied loosened just enough to torture me. I'm sitting at my desk outside his glass wall, pretending to work while totally not working. Jenna leans over my shoulder with her coffee. "Max, babe, look at your man. He looks like a walking LinkedIn thirst trap." "I'm trying not to drool," I whisper back. Harry glances through the glass at that exact moment. Like he heard me. Like he always hears me. So naturally. I mess up. The interviewer asks Harry about his company's recent success and how he handles pressure. And I, in my infinite wisdom, type a comment into the live chat. He handles everything well. Trust me. Signed, a very credible source. I don't realize the official company account is still logged in. Jenna's inhale is basically a scream. Oh my God, Max, did you just… Harry's eyebrow twitches mid-sentence. He sees it. He knows. I'm dead. I'm so dead. The interview wraps, the crew leaves, and the silence outside his office is so thick it could choke me. Then Jenna pats my shoulder like a proud mom at a school play. You'll survive, she whispers. Probably. The door opens. Max, Harry says, voice calm. Too calm. Come in. I obey like someone walking into a court sentencing. His office door clicks shut behind me. He's leaning against his desk, arms crossed, barely fighting a smirk. A credible source? Harry murmurs. That's what we are now? I rub my face. I panicked. You seemed very confident for someone panicking. That was bravado. Harry steps closer. Bravado, I swallow. Please don't fire me. Oh, I'm not firing you, he says softly, taking my chin between his fingers. I'm making you pay. My breath catches. His forehead presses to mine, warm and deliberate. His voice drops, the way it does only for me. Do you have any idea what you do to me? I have some ideas, I whisper. He laughs under his breath. Of course you do. His hand slides to the back of my neck, pulling me closer until I'm pressed to him, heartbeat thundering against his chest. You embarrassed me on a live stream, he murmurs. I'm sorry. No, you're not. No, not really. Harry tilts his head, lips brushing mine without kissing me, making me ache for it. I should keep you here all afternoon for that stunt. Is that a threat? A promise, he says, finally kissing me. Slow, deep, stealing all the oxygen from my lungs. When we break apart, he rests his hands on my hips, pulling me even closer. You make me feel alive, he says softly. My chest squeezes. You make me feel chosen. Harry smiles. The rare private one that exists only for me. Good, because I'll keep choosing you. I kiss him again, fingers curling into his shirt. Somewhere outside, Jenna is definitely cheering silently, like a deranged sports fan. Inside, Harry holds me like the future isn't scary anymore. And I know, this is exactly where I'm meant to be. The end. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever said online that came back to haunt you? And somehow led to something good? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to become part of our Rainbow Force, and consider joining our membership for early access and exclusive content. Stay wholesome.